BalconyTV.
Hello everybody and welcome to Balcony TV Chamonix. I'm here with Michael who's going to play us a song. Take it away, Michael.
Thank you.
Rain is splashing, the waves are crashing. Still my face wears a smile. It suits my style, this Grecian isle. I know the sun will shine again. I don't mind waiting till then. It suits my style, this Grecian isle. The fishing boats, all blue and white, chug out to sea in the dark of night. They're back by dawn with a grateful yawn. Tonight in the bar there'll be fresh calamari. The folks in town, they know the sound of my old Martin guitar. At Jack's Cafe, where we go to play, think I'm gonna stay for a while. It suits my style, this Grecian isle. Fishing boats, all blue and white, chug out to sea in the dark of night. They're back by dawn with a grateful yawn. Tonight in the bar there'll be fresh calamari. Folks in town, they know the sound of my old Martin guitar. At St. Paul's Bay, I just want to say, I think I'm going to stay for a while. Suits my style, this Grecian isle. It suits my style, this Grecian isle. It suits my style, this Grecian isle.
Thank you, Michael. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
So can
nice to play for you.
Well, yeah,
up here in the
pretty good spot.
mountains of Chamonix. No better place in the world.
I was asking you just before we heard the song whether this is the highest place you've ever played, and you said
It's
yeah.
not the highest I've ever been, but the highest I've ever played.
I'm glad to hear the distinction. And we were also talking about people like Joni Mitchell before the shoot, because you're from Toronto.
Yeah, well, a lot of the sort of big name musicians that most people think are Americans all came through Toronto on their route to the top. Joni was from out Western Canada, and Neil Young, of course, is another one that developed his reputation in the bars and folk clubs of Toronto. And so it's a center for music in Canada for sure.
Yeah, well, you've certainly all got a beautiful style. In fact, our sound guy thought that you sounded a little bit like Neil Young.
Actually, I've heard that from, I think it was our friend Richie over there that said that the other day.
Yes.
But it was only because I was playing a Neil Young song at the time.
Well, you did him wonderful justice. And I have here, I nearly have here your wonderful CD, Michael Feagan, Trouble in Paradise, sorry. Was any of that written where you're from?
It's about 10 years old, that CD. And it was a debatable feature whether I should do one of the songs from that or a song that I've just written, which is actually what I've done. Grecian Isle is just a brand new song in the last couple months. But yeah, I had the good fortune of playing with some wonderful players in Toronto when I did the record. And they were awesome, made me sound way better than I really was. And it was a great experience to do the record. And what triggered it was I had written a couple of songs that I thought were worth keeping. And so I recorded those two along with a number of covers.
Oh, fantastic.
So that's how it came about.
Good on you. And just before we go, could you tell us a little bit about this lovely Grecian Isle song and what inspired the writing of that?
You know, I traveled on the road in Greece back in 1969 for the first time and ended up in a little village on Rhodes called Lindos, oldest town in Rhodes. And I hadn't been back. And 4 years ago, I decided to go there with my French girlfriend, partner, kind of thing. She'd never been there. And I was expecting to be disappointed because I figured after 40 years, there's got to be some changes.
Yeah.
But you know, you go in October, November, off season, and I was really, really pleased that it was the same. It was still fabulous. And managed to, you know, get to know a lot of there was one tremendous story about a lady. We can run this and see if there's the time to fit it in. But I was in a restaurant having dinner and chatting with a young guy serving us, and there was an old lady standing at the kitchen door. And I said to the guy, you know, I said, gee, that lady looks familiar. And I said, you know, years ago we were here, and there was just one restaurant in town and two little burners on the back. And this lady, you had to put your order in 2 hours ahead of time because that's all she had to cook. But anyway, we all went there every night. The place was called Lindos by Night. And as I was telling the story, talking to the kid, his eyes were getting bigger and bigger. He said, that was my mother, and that's her at the door. So it was a different place, but it was the same lady. And so right away, she called the mother over, or he called the mother over, and the father, and we talked to the whole family, and it was one of the great nights, you know.
Oh, that's incredible.
So, yeah, so that was, you know, the return to Lindos. And it never rains in Lindos, but last fall when I was there, it was raining, and I suddenly I had this E minor to D major 7, and I wanted some words, and I talked about the rain in Lindos and how it never usually the sun shines, and that's where the song came from.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that story with us.
Well, maybe it's a bit lengthy, but
No, not
it's
at
a true
all.
story, I'll tell you.
Not at all. Well, thank you guys. Please look
Thank
up
you.
Michael Feagan, and please join us again in Chamonix for Balcony TV. Thank you.
BalconyTV.